Connecting Ireland, it's a major public transport initiative. It's been developed by the National Transport Authority, the NTA, and it aims to increase connectivity, particularly for those living outside major towns and cities, in increasing mobility in rural areas, essentially. But they want to get people's views on design principles that have been applied to their plans on various public transport routes. And we are joined on the line by Marion Wilson, who's Head of Transport Services Planning Division with the NTA. Good morning to you, Marion.
Good morning,
and thanks
Niall.
for joining us.
Thanks for the invitation to come on and speak to your listeners.
You want people's views on all routes, is that it?
Yeah, well, basically what we've done is we've done an audit of public transport services and their effectiveness across the country. Again, as you've mentioned in your intro, targeting those who are living outside of major urban areas. So it's really looking at local rural services and also inter-urban services that travel between towns. So we've discovered a number of what we would call transport deficits. We've put together an initial set of proposals to address some of those transport deficits, either a lack of coverage where people have no service or an inadequate service, or where they don't get useful durations in the towns and villages that they want to actually travel to, or they don't get to arrive on time in order to do a day's work or a day's education in those towns. All of those maybe the weekend services are too patchy or non-existent. So we've put together a first listing of our proposals to address some of those deficits, and we've prepared them in a suite of documents that we have online for people to scrutinise and have a look at. And basically we're inviting commentary on them. If there are further missed opportunities, we don't purport to know intimately all of the needs right around the countryside as perhaps maybe we should. We're going to rely heavily on our colleagues in our rural transport programme, our transport coordination unit managers, who have much more insightful knowledge of local needs in areas around the country. And we'll be together putting forward the detailed planning work and the timetables of new services, again for dissemination to the public before implementation. But we're targeting an initial tranche of activity to happen in 2022 and to get some of these new routes and services out there.
Okay,
it's really just a suite of draft proposals, initial thoughts, principles, underpinning our initial designs, and all of that material is on our website, www.nationaltransport.ie. There's a button there called Connecting Ireland, and when you go to that area, you'll see a map of the country with all of the counties outlined, and when you click on your county or any county that you have an interest in, you'll get all of the information of the routes and services that we're planning to improve, either the frequency or the coverage of over the 5-year programme involved in Connecting Ireland, and we have budgetary allocation for the first year's activity in 2022.
All right, so therefore it's right across the country. Every area would be affected, if that's the right word.
Definitely. Yeah. And just to say as well to people that in instances where we have had plans ready for implementation and we actually got additional funding, say for example during the course of the 2020 government stimulus programme, we got some additional money for public transport service improvements, and we were able to put out new routes and services or reconfigured services in Mayo, in Kerry, in North Leitrim, and we've seen patronage really improve, even though we're still in the throes of a public health emergency and people are not travelling to the same extent as they once did because they're complying with the health guidance. We've seen patronage improve quite dramatically in certain locations. So we know the principles can work, and we just want to make sure that we get them right on the button by listening to what people are saying on the consultation exercise. And that runs till the 10th of December.
Right, okay, because it's the locals, as you say, in each area who are the real experts. So it's a case of adding new services and improving the services you have as well.
Exactly that. It's and also involving, let's say, widening the catchment of rail services by having better bus rail connectivity, and making sure that the times actually work, so that people can make onward travel connections at hub points in the network, and just guaranteeing that that those kind of connections can work.
Right, okay. The website again, Marion?
Is www.nationaltransport.ie. And within that, then you'll be able to easily trawl to our Connecting Ireland area of the website, and you can take it from there. It's very easy and very navigable. I say that firsthand because I'm not the best technology person myself, but it's really easy to work, and you see a lot of interesting material there, county by county.
Thanks for
joining us. There's also an online survey, and that's where people can make their views known.
Okay, and I'm sure they'll do that. Marion, thanks for being with us. Marion Wilson, they're Head of Transport Services Planning Division with the National Transport Agency.